Yeah, from the economic literature, we know that migration usually has a positive impact on economic outcomes. And this is especially true for high-skilled migration, where for the host country there's a larger knowledge spillover, flow of ideas, and better human capital in general. And I know two examples from the economic literature where was especially true. The outflow of Jewish scientists into the US and the outflow of Soviet mathematicians into the US boosted both scientific production and technological advancements. But one problem in estimating the impact of migration on innovation is that is estimating causal effects. So because high-skilled migrants move into places where there's already a better economic or scientific opportunities, and therefore the correlation is not necessarily a causality. So we looked into high-skilled migration and the effect on technological advancements in the host country. More specifically, we looked into East German migrants after World War II migrating into West Germany, but we only looked into high-skilled migrants, so only into patentees. They migrated out of East Germany because of three reasons. First of all, the approaching Soviet army in 1945. Second, much better economic opportunities in the West, but also repression of the East German regime. So what we did is we established a patent database and followed the East German patentees into West Germany, and we find there a substantial and persistent effect on technological advancements, especially for the industries of chemistry and physics. So, as I mentioned, it is quite challenging to estimate causal effects, and therefore we make use of an instrumental variable approach. So we look into the surnames of East German inventors. Let me give you an example. East German inventors might be more prone to have a surname Deter, and in the West German county of, let's say, Munich, there are also more Deters around. That means that there's a higher likelihood of East German patentees to move into Munich. And this is also what we find in the data, that a higher surname proximity between East German patentees and West German regions predicts migration. And this is also in line with historical evidence showing that especially East-West migration was made through social networks and family ties. So therefore, we are more able to estimate causal effects and establish a causal relationship between migration and innovation. Yeah, of course, we look into the specific context of East Germany and also East and West Germany also during this time, but there are a lot of parallels also to other forms of mass migration, and so we are quite confident that our results hold also in other contexts. And the second limitation is that we only look into high-skilled migration and we cannot say much about general migration. Our findings contribute to the literature that it's very crucial to attract high-skilled migrants to boost innovation and therefore also economic development. And second of all, policymakers should be aware that social ties and historical roots can be an important driver of this migration and maybe also a form to attract them.